Question: why get one use out of something when you could get more than one use out of something? Back in 30. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hi, this is Jan from New York City, and my channel name is Jan from New York City Saves Money. How's everybody doing today? Today is Wednesday, and real time in New York City. It is actually 7:18 as I record this, looking a little bit like a hazy day, almost like a summer-like day. We've been experiencing some really, really gorgeous weather here in New York City, and I hope that the same thing is happening with you. And speaking of you, if you are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're a veteran here, thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you're here for one time only, I humbly thank you for that, and hope one day you consider coming back. Join us. We're going to talk today about multiple use items. This is where frugal people get very, very excited. I, for one of them, am one of those people. Okay, let's get started. We have here 3 items today. Cornstarch, very handy dandy. Baking soda, very, very handy dandy. And hydrogen peroxide, very, 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 very handy dandy. I have to take a sip. Before I get into those things, just a little story. Yesterday, I received my Chromebook, my new laptop. I have to unbox it today. And I have been working off of a teensy-weensy Android phone, or slightly larger, a couple inches larger Android tablet, doing all of my shows for the last 3 years. Well, the 3 years was the phone, and for about the last 7-8 months has been the tablet, which is what I'm on right now. I humbly love my phone and humbly love my tablet, but now I'm actually graduating to a laptop today. Yay me! So I have to spend some time setting that thing up and getting used to it. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's that like learning curve. We got to get used to things. Okay, so much for all that. Now let's jump right into this. Trusty glasses, of course. Let's get started with the cornstarch. You know, a few years back, and I'm sure you hear this all the time on TV ads, you know, not so good, about the bad effects of talcum powder. Remember talcum powder? Okay. Ever since then, actually, honestly, before that, because I'm kind of, frugal, but especially ever since then, I make it a point to use cornstarch in place of talcum powder, baby powder for myself. I feel this way about it. First of all, it does the trick. Okay, it works. The other reason is that if it's safe enough to cook with and you put it in your mouth and digest, why wouldn't this be safe enough to put on my skin after a shower, right? Does that make sense? So I strongly suggest that you use it in place of talcum powder. It is so much safer than risky powders that have been linked to causing cancer. And I feel it's safe enough to use in cooking. It's safe enough to put on me. Doesn't that make sense? Okay, now this is something I learned through some of my research. Shockingly, this is a grease absorber. Yes, so that means, let's say you spill a little bit of oil on your carpet or rug or whatever, or clothing, whatever. Put some of the cornstarch on there. Let it sit, and then you can wipe it up. And what happens is it soaks up the grease like a sponge. Sounds good to me. I'll take it. Um, I just love that. I mean, that's like only the beginning of it. Next, let's get over to my friend for life. Good old hydrogen peroxide. Okay. You can use equal parts of hydrogen peroxide with water ratio equal to equal, and it will definitely kill some foul, if you have any like foul breath, breath feelings, breath smell, because it's actually killing the germs that cause the bad breath. So it stands to reason that that's a good thing. Again, something that's safe enough to put in your mouth. Of course, working with water too. And over time, if you use it long enough, you will find that it actually gently whitens your teeth. It does. Next, well, this is what I do. This is why we're talking about this. I personally like to use a mixture of hydrogen peroxide, baking soda, and initially, with using my electric toothbrush, okay? Brush, brush, brush with that. Rinse, rinse, then use my standard toothpaste. And then brush, brush, brush with that. And of course, floss as usual at another interval. Now, did you know that this wonderful product, hydrogen peroxide, also removes musty odors from towels? You know how like towels somehow inevitably at times picks up a musty odor? All you need to do is take a mixture of the hydrogen peroxide and vinegar to wash when you do your laundry. By the way, it's a rare time that I personally do a public laundry because I send mine out. But when there were times that I personally did, this was always with me, and I always put some in the wash because you just feel better knowing that you're killing some more germs. And here's the beauty part. Hydrogen peroxide, oh my gosh, it is so cheap. It is so inexpensive, okay? I think this bottle was less than $2. I don't remember the exact price offhand, but this is the 3% first aid antiseptic oral debriding agent for external use only. Absolutely. But very, very inexpensive. Also, it makes an extremely inexpensive cleaner. An extremely inexpensive cleaner at home. I like that idea. Use equal parts of the hydrogen peroxide and water to clean kitchen surfaces, sinks, and so on, bathroom surfaces, toilet bowl. Good idea. Good idea. Very cheap. You could use it straight. I do prefer rather, using it half water, half peroxide. Again, this product is safe enough to put slight amounts of it in your own mouth. It's safe enough to work around. You can't use it on every surface in the kitchen, so look that up, okay? The surfaces that you can use it on. Now, this is a touchy subject where this comes in handy dandy. I'm going to link up a video that I saw a few months ago. There were these two ladies, and actually the name of the video is called Get Urine Stains Out of a Mattress in 5 Easy Steps. That video got over 1 million views. Yes, it did. And the channel name is Clean Freak and Germaphobe. Need more coffee after that? What you see will blow your mind. These two wonderful ladies show you what they did with their hydrogen peroxide and other common household ingredients, including baking soda. But here's the clincher part. The clincher part was that they cleaned a mattress that they bought somewhere. Don't ask me where. Well, I don't know where they got it. From 1959. And the authentic label is built in. You see all those, wretched stains from back in the day. I mean, if it were me, I'd be like, I'd be running. I'd be totally running. You will not believe the transformation. Going to hook that fun video up in the description box below. You will love it. It will blow you away. Oh, by the way, like, did I say? Yeah, I said it. It hit 1 million views. That's a lot of views. It'll probably take me 7 billion years to hit anything halfway that way. But anyway, let's talk about baking soda. Baking soda itself, of course, I like, as I mentioned earlier, I like to use it with my hydrogen peroxide for brushing teeth. I also like this because it is a mild, gentle abrasive. Okay, so like when you're cleaning out like a sink or like, you know, like things that you would get other products that had that mild scrubbing agent in it. This is a winner chicken dinner. I mean, it freshens your refrigerator, which we all know. It can be used like for an upset stomach, you know, bicarbonate of soda. This stuff is fantastic. Of course, you use it in baking. I mean, I love multiple use items. This is like the pinnacle of a frugal person's thinking, getting more bang for your dollar spent. And you really can do like totally a lot with that. I read somewhere about a year back, maybe 2 years back, where somebody put baking soda in an old Parmesan cheese jar, added some of, you know, that essential oil. I think it was, I don't know what smell, mint or lavender, whatever it was, poured it on the carpet like a carpet freshener and vacuumed it up. Hello, that's a savings. Most of us have this lying around somewhere. Am I right? Or am I right? Well, anyway, you got the gist of it. Use multiple use items. More than likely, you have the cornstarch at home. You have the hydrogen peroxide at home. If you don't, no big deal, very inexpensive. Everything I mentioned here, totally inexpensive and will eventually save you money. So there, I am all in on that. Hey, if I didn't mention some stuff that you do with hydrogen peroxide or baking soda or cornstarch, please let me know in the description box below. And by the way, please consider subscribing to this channel and sharing this video. I do appreciate it. In the meantime, this has been Jan from New York City, wishing you a wonderful day. Have your coffee, tea, kick back when you can, work when you can, and save when you can. Have an amazing day. See you again when? Real soon. Take care now. Bye-bye.